What separates us humans from the rest of the animal kingdom? We are the proud possessors of intricate minds, capable of generating a myriad of thoughts, dreams, and ideas. We stand at the pinnacle of the food chain, accustomed to taking everything around us for granted. Our insatiable curiosity propels us to grasp at the reins of control, to tame the wild chaos around us, to squeeze the universe into the palms of our hands. Driven by the desire to be the masters of our fate, we yearn to carve out our own destinies. Our fierce ambitions often clash with the grand symphony of life, leading us to artificially induce natural phenomena. In our relentless pursuit of order, we've constructed towering cities, harnessed the raw energy of nature, and ventured into the boundless cosmos. We've shaped and molded the world according to our whims, ensuring every decision we make is meticulously planned, attached to a sense of stability and purpose. By holding on to the illusion of control, we convince ourselves that we're safeguarding against life's uncertainties. We build routines and rituals in the hope that they will provide a semblance of predictability in an unpredictable world. But how much of it is really within our control? The sobering truth is, the universe is far greater and infinitely more complex than our humble attempts to sway it. We are merely passengers on this cosmic journey. We may believe we hold the reins, but the universe, with its intricate dance of forces, constantly reminds us of our insignificance. Our existence is subject to the whims of nature and chance. The more we try to control external circumstances, the less control we truly have. Our attempts to control things beyond our reach often backfire, as seen when an overbearing partner tries to control their significant other, only to discover that the more they try to control, the more uncontrollable the situation becomes. Before we set out to control the vast world around us, we should first learn to control the world within us, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. If we fail to control the very things that make us unique, are we not merely powerless creatures, grappling in the dark? In the grand scheme of things, our perceived control is nothing more than an illusion, a figment of our imagination. It's high time we surrender ourselves to the flow of existence and embrace the beautiful chaos that is life. The stark reality is that the universe is far greater and more complex than our feeble attempts to influence it. We are but tiny specks in the grand tapestry of existence. Our lives, as we know them, are a delicate dance between the forces of nature and chance, and we are just along for the ride. Take, for instance, the example of an over-possessive relationship. One partner, in a desperate attempt to shield themselves from the potential heartbreak, tries to control every aspect of their significant other's life. They believe that by exerting this level of control, they can avoid the unpredictable and protect their heart. But what happens? The more they try to control, the more uncontrollable the situation becomes. The other person, feeling suffocated and restrained, pulls away. The over-possessive partner ends up creating the very outcome they were trying to avoid: heartbreak. This is a clear illustration of the fact that we cannot control everything, no matter how hard we try. Our best-laid plans can be wiped away in a moment by a force of nature or a twist of fate. Trying to control everything around us is like trying to hold water in our hands. No matter how tightly we clasp our fingers, the water slips through, leaving us empty-handed. So, where does that leave us? Are we to live our lives in constant fear of the unpredictable? On the contrary, it's about understanding our place in the grand scheme of things. It's about recognizing our limitations and working within them. We may not be able to control the universe, but there is a world we can control. The world within us. Our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, these are all within our realm of influence. We can choose to react with kindness or anger, to act with courage or fear, to think positively or negatively. We should learn to control the world that resides within us before we set out to control the vast big world. It's about finding peace in the chaos, about understanding that not everything is meant to be controlled. And perhaps in that understanding, we may find a sense of freedom we never thought possible. There is paradoxical beauty in embracing the lack of control in our lives. It's an idea that may seem counterintuitive, perhaps even frightening. But what if I told you that letting go, surrendering to the flow of existence, can actually open up an entire universe of possibilities. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? But let's dive a little deeper. When we free ourselves from the shackles of our own illusions of control, a remarkable transformation begins to occur. We start to see the world not as a battlefield where we constantly need to assert our dominance, but rather as a playground, a stage upon which we can freely explore, experiment, and express ourselves. And here's the real kicker. The essence of life, the heart of our existence, is not found in predictability or routine. It's found in the unexpected, the unpredictable. It's found in the moments that take our breath away, in the surprises that make our hearts race, in the challenges that push us to grow beyond our perceived limits. But how does one embrace this lack of control? It's not about throwing caution to the wind or acting recklessly. Rather, it's about acknowledging and accepting that there are certain things beyond our control, things that we cannot predict or manipulate. It's about recognizing that our power lies not in trying to control everything, but rather in how we respond to what life throws at us. Life is a dance, and we are not the choreographers, but the dancers. And the secret to a beautiful dance is not in rigidly adhering to a set routine, but in moving with the rhythm, in flowing with the music, in embracing the unexpected shifts and turns. Just imagine, if we could let go of our need to control everything, how much more open we would be to life's myriad possibilities. How much more present we could be in each moment. How much more joy, peace, and fulfillment we could experience. The complete feeling of control is an illusion, a construct of our minds. So let's stop trying to control the uncontrollable, and instead, let's dance with the rhythm of life. Let's embrace the beauty of unpredictability, the magic of the unknown. Let's surrender ourselves to the flow of existence and see where it takes us. When we come to accept that there are aspects of our lives that we cannot control, we can focus on what we can control, like our thoughts and actions. This statement, simple as it may sound, holds profound wisdom. Our thoughts and actions are the steering wheel of our existence. Each thought we entertain, every action we undertake, is a ripple in the ocean of our life, creating waves that affect everything in its path. By recognizing this, we can truly appreciate the power that lies within us. Think about it. Can we control the weather? No. Can we control the traffic on the way to work? No. But can we control how we react to these situations? Absolutely. We can choose to curse the rain, or we can decide to enjoy its soothing rhythm. We can stress over the traffic, or we can use the time to listen to an audiobook or enjoy some music. The choice, my friends, is always ours. Our thoughts and actions are the seeds we plant in the garden of our life. If we plant seeds of positivity, we cultivate a life of joy and abundance. If we plant seeds of negativity, we invite a life of discontent and scarcity. The quality of our life is the harvest of the seeds we sow. There's a saying that goes, "The mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master." It signifies that our thoughts can either empower us or overpower us depending on how we control them. So, it's essential to cultivate a healthy and positive thought process. Similarly, our actions can either lead us to success or failure. Every action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, has consequences. By consciously choosing our actions, we can align ourselves with our goals and aspirations. By focusing on what we can control, we can create a harmonious balance between our inner and outer worlds. When we streamline our inner world, the outer world seems to magically align itself with our desires. It's as if the universe conspires to accommodate us in its grand plan. So, let us all let go of the illusion that we can control everything. Let's focus on controlling our thoughts and actions and watch as life unfolds in all its beautiful chaos. Let's embrace the unpredictability, the unknown, the magic of existence. It may seem mundane, but I believe that when we learn to streamline our inner world, the outer world aids us by streamlining itself to accommodate us in its grand plan. How often do we find ourselves stuck in the rut of routine, wanting to break free but unable to do so because we fear the unknown? We fear the chaos that comes with uncertainty, but in this fear, we often forget the freedom and liberation that comes with embracing the unknown. Surrendering to the flow of life doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting that there are some things beyond our control. It means understanding that life is not a script that we write and enact, but a play that unfolds spontaneously. By surrendering to the chaos, we allow ourselves to be carried by the current of life, to be surprised by its twists and turns, to learn from its lessons, and to grow from its challenges. We allow ourselves to experience life in its full richness and depth, rather than confining ourselves to a narrow path of predictability. But how do we surrender ourselves to the chaos? How do we embrace the unknown? It starts by letting go of our need for control. It begins by accepting that life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. We must relinquish our futile attempts to predict and control every aspect of our existence, and instead trust in the wisdom of life. This doesn't mean we stop planning or striving for our goals. It simply means we do so with a sense of openness and flexibility, understanding that our plans may not always unfold as we expect them to. We strive without attachment to the outcome, knowing that whatever happens is for the best. So, the next time you find yourself resisting the chaos, remember the freedom that comes with surrender. Remember that life's greatest adventures often come from the unexpected. Remember that by embracing the chaos, you are opening yourself to a world of possibilities you could never have imagined. Let us embrace the chaos, the unknown,